Whispers, Ilse. Hi, sweeties. I hope that you are ready to go on a trip with me because today I am going to tell you about my trip to the Netherlands. I have a ton of footage that I put in there. And yeah, let's fly right into it. Okay, so on, let me see, June 2nd, June 3rd, we flew to the Netherlands from Toronto at 11:45 p.m., so pretty much midnight. And we arrived in the Netherlands at Canadian time 7:15, but Dutch time it was 1:15 p.m. So as I was in the plane around 2:15 a.m. Canadian time, I decided to open up my little window a little bit, and I looked out of the plane and I saw the sun coming up at 2:15 a.m. That was the weirdest experience ever. So anyways, fast forward, I didn't get any sleep on the plane. And when I got off the plane, I had terrible air sickness. I started to get really nauseous as soon as I got off the plane. And I had no idea how I was going to get through that day. As soon as we landed, I activated my eSIM card so that I would have data in the Netherlands. And I saw a message from my foster dad that he could pick us up from the airport. So I messaged him back, and he picked us up together with my foster mom, Marianne, which was really nice. So yeah, then we went to their house, and that day I basically didn't do anything other than film some footage for you guys. I took a nap. We had delicious dinner that my foster dad prepared for us. And yeah, I just wanted to show you the house tour that I filmed for you guys while I was at my foster parents. So here's the footage. Hey guys, so I am on the top floor of the house of my foster parents' house that we're staying at, and I thought I could give you a little tour. So this is the staircase that goes all the way down. The house is from 1909, so these are all the original windows. Original staircase that goes all the way down, and it has a little tower that you can see on the outside. So you come up the stairs right here, and then there is one door to the front, one door to the right, and one door to the left. So let's go and check that one out. These are just storage spaces, but I used to live here with my foster parents from when I was 16 to 18. So this room actually used to be my room, and right here used to be my bathroom. So I'm going to show you now. Let me see, I was 18 when I moved out here, so this is 18 years ago. So this is now a spare bedroom. There's guitars everywhere because my foster dad really likes to play guitar. And it has a beautiful view out of the window. Windows are a little bit dirty. That's the extension of the house with the garden. That's the view. Nice, really nice floors. Chris is playing VR downstairs. That's what you can hear in the background. Very old house, so you can hear the sounds like literally everywhere. Playing some Beat Saber. Look at those gorgeous windows. So yeah, this is the bathroom. They redid this entirely compared to when I used to live here. So when you walk in, you have a gorgeous plant right here with a really nice wooden table. They refinished all the floors and the walls. This really nice gray looking, I don't know if it's concrete or if it's plaster, but it's really nice. Nice window. Since it's the top floor, the wall is slanted. They already used to have this when I lived here way back then. So yeah, they made this beautiful shower here. It used to be a very small, like round kind of shower here, and then there used to be a sink when I lived here, but that's no longer there. But these walls are so gorgeous. Look at that. And you have another really beautiful sunroof right here. You can see the blue sky outside. And that's the heater where you can hang your towels. But yeah, look at this beautiful wall. So pretty. Those lines everywhere. So yeah, that's the bathroom that I used to use when I was younger. The carpet is still original. They told me that they might replace it or they might not at some point. So these doors are really, really old. And they have these really nice door handles. This is dark wood with chrome. My dad used to have a bucket of these. So yeah, then here you have some kind of like in-between space. They have a little bit of storage in the attic as well. Let me close the window just so that we don't, or the door, just so that we don't hear the VR. And here we have a drawing. And so my foster parents have 2 kids. They're in their 20s now, but when they were babies, Marianne used to use this. Pretty cool. Old, very antique. Very cool. It's a very cute little side table over there too. So yeah, this is the room that we are staying in. This used to be my old bedroom. There used to be a closet on this side here. And I used to have like a metal bed that was right over here. So this is now their spare bedroom where their kids sometimes stay when they come over, but they're studying in different cities. And yeah, this is where we're staying at. So they made a desk here, like from wall to wall. They build a lot of things themselves, so they built this themselves. They're Apple people, have an old computer. That's the bed. Marianne told me that she also made the headboard herself, which I think is so cool. And then here's the sink area. There's a drawer in here that they also built themselves. They built the whole thing. So yeah, very cool. And then they have a really cool poster here because my foster parents are pilots for KLM airline. They've been flying for them well over 2 decades now. The Flying Dutchman. Eens legende, thans werkelijkheid. Once legend, once reality. And there's a KLM warship right there, or a warplane. Royal Air, what was it? I can't. Royal Air Society, Air Luchtvaart. I can't come up with the word right now, but I really like this. Looks very cool. And once again, you have like these beautiful blinds right here. And I'm sitting on the bed right now, and this is the view. Haarlem is a beautiful city. I definitely really missed all the greenery and in the city and the architecture because yeah, it's just the architecture in the Netherlands is gorgeous. Yeah, so that's that floor. And then from here you can also see their backyard. They have a pond right there. And that's the kitchen over there. And they built that extension to the house because that used to be part of, what's it called? The garage. And then the garage is still behind there, but then they just pulled this, you know, attached it to the kitchen, so this is usually where they eat now. But I will show that part a little bit later. But yeah, this is where we're staying at. There's one more room to show you on this floor, and that is the room that leads to the front of the top floor. And this used to be a bedroom, but they changed this room into a workout room. Now that the kids are, you know, they left the house, they have so much space left. So yeah, they just decided to move this into a workspace room with a really big mirror. And they have a rowing machine. They're all very into rowing, kite surfing, everything you can basically think of they're into. They're very, very active people. And then right over there, you have another gorgeous window, of course. Look at that, the purple with the red, and seeing the trees through it. Looks so pretty, and you're seeing all the bicycles, the cyclists outside, because that's normal here. That's what people do. So yeah, see all the people biking. The windows are so incredibly clean. It looks like I'm sitting outside right now. Yeah, so very nice. Another biker. Hundreds and hundreds of bikers. There's more bikes in the Netherlands than there is cars. So yeah, really nice room. They have these bucket lights, which is really cool. So yeah, guys, that would be all for this floor anyways. I hope that you enjoyed me showing you, and I will show you the other floors as well. Bye. So if you go from the top floor to the floor below this, I'll show you. It's where Casper and Rion, my foster parents, sleep, so I won't be showing you everything. Casper is playing guitar downstairs. You hear that? He's playing guitar in the living room. So on this floor, he has a ton of guitars, as you can see. And then on this side, that's where their bed or their bathroom is. And this is where Julius and Eva, their kids, used to sleep. This was their kids' bedroom, and then they moved upstairs. But now they have all this space left, and this became their private TV room. They used to have a projector hanging here as well. And they have speakers installed all around, a bunch of books here. All these records, they have records. There's also a fly in this room flying around, you can hear. All these records. And another, it's the bass, and then a record player. You have the TV. You can sit here, very, very comfy, super comfy carpet. The beautiful stained windows that are original. Got a really nice curtain here. Plant, and the TV is now here. It used to be in the living room. Chris has been playing some VR in here because this room is absolutely massive. And then over here, they have a balcony that they never really use because, you know, if you have a front garden and a back garden, So yeah, look at that beautiful light in the ceiling. It's a house with really tall ceilings, like really tall. Original doors. So yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Mariana's cooking dinner downstairs because her kids are gonna come over tonight and we're gonna see them. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'll show you the living room as well. Yeah. Hello. Yep. Ja, visje in de vijver, visje aan het roken. Ja. So after a good night of sleep, this was now the second day. We arrived on the 4th of June and this is the 5th of June. We decided to walk around the neighborhood a little bit. Their house is very close to where I used to live with my dad in the Netherlands. And I have not been to the street that I grew up in a very long time. So we walked through the neighborhood a little bit to get there. As you can see in the footage, I just filmed us walking through the street to kind of give you an idea of what it was like there. And we had to cross the bridge. That's where I learned how to fish when I was younger. And after we crossed the bridge, we were very close to the house. So as we were walking up to the street that I lived, I started recording because I wanted to show you guys. And as soon as we turned the corner, I recognized my street, but I didn't recognize it at the same time because across from the street where I used to live, there was what's it called? A bus yard where they would park old buses, and I would climb through the fence and I would explore the old buses and find old coins and things like that. So yeah, that was a really dystopian kind of experience, to be honest. I was kind of dissociated after that. And then after that, we decided to walk to the supermarket that my dad and I used to go to, which has also completely changed. And we got a few things that we've missed. So yeah, that was pretty much our second day. In the evening, they cooked us some delicious dinner again. For the very first time, I had real smoked fish. I had no idea that smoked salmon from the supermarket is injected with a smoky flavor. So this was real smoked salmon from the smoker, which was an amazing dinner. So yeah, on the third day, we were going to go for lunch at my grandma's. So we walked to the city center first, and we rented some bikes, and then we biked to my grandma. And we had some homemade meatballs with stamppot. Stamppot is mashed potatoes. In this case, it was with endive, which is almost like romaine lettuce, but it's not. And then some pieces of meat in it, and with gravy. It was absolutely amazing, and it was so nice to see them again. I wasn't able to find a picture. I think the pictures are on Chris's phone, but yeah, it was really nice to see my grandma. And after I saw my grandma, we went to surprise visit my grandpa, because we were supposed to see him 2 days later. But some people scheduled around because they weren't able to do dinner with us. So we went to bike to my grandpa, saw him, And it was the cutest thing when he saw me for the first time. Yeah, it was really adorable. He just had he just looked at me like he couldn't believe that I was standing in his kitchen. Really, really cute. So we stayed there for a cup of tea, and then we biked back to my foster parents, and here is the footage of the bike ride. Let's turn right. So on day 4, we took our bikes and we went to an Airbnb. We could have stayed with my foster parents longer, but we really wanted to, have some time by ourselves and be closer to the city center of my hometown. So we biked over, and Marianne brought our little hand luggage suitcases. We could have strapped it onto the back of the bike, but she was like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just bring them to you. Yeah, then we arrived at the Airbnb, which was really, really nice, and I have some footage of that as well. Hey guys, so today we went to our Airbnb. We said goodbye to my foster parents, and we just had lunch with Ilse and Ria, the people that live on the houseboat that we stayed with before. And we are now in our Airbnb, and this is the front door. This is the view that we have. So you have the canal right there, and on that side you have the old city, and we are on the other side of the canal, which means that we are on the new side of Haarlem. You see that convertible right there? I used to own a car like that when I lived here. So that's the front, and then the bed is right here. We rented bikes, and the owner told us that we could leave the bikes inside. We're gonna bring them home, or we're gonna return those tonight. Yeah, so we got our bikes. We have a kitchen counter area here. Of course, we got our Dutch chips. Got our ham and cheese. If you've watched me for a long time, you know what that is. We got our bugles, our tea tea, coffee. Got our little kitchen counter space here. Not allowed to cook in the Airbnb. This is a little table and some chairs, closet, and then we have a TV here with a couch and this cute painting. Little table. Chris brought the VR, and I discovered we actually have this exact same coat rack in our house in Toronto. So we have a little piece of home right here. And then on this side, this is the back of the Airbnb. This is the view. So it's kind of like a little bit of like a private area. And yeah, the only thing I haven't shown you yet is the bathroom. So there is, the owners live up top this building. They own the building. And they made a bathroom here, which I thought was so cool, with barn door. So if you open this, turn on the light, you got your little kitchen sink right here. And we have a little walk-in shower right here. Look at that. And of course, the toilet. They gave us some little shampoo and shower gel, which I think looks super cute. So yeah, it's like a little, kind of like a little studio, I would say. They even provided us with some towels. And here in the kitchen cupboards, we have some utensils, some pots that we won't be able to cook with. And there's also a mini fridge here that we put some food in, since we went to the grocery store that I actually used to work at when I was 18. I have some more stuff here, some cups, some plates. And over here you have some board games, which is funny because Chris wanted to bring Splendor, the board game, to the Netherlands. Turns out they actually have it at this Airbnb, which I think is hilarious. A little toaster and trash can. And then we have this really cool map, which is on the top right. It says Haarlem in the Medievals. And we are right here. This is where the Airbnb is. So we're right outside of the original city. So yeah, pretty cool. That same day when we checked into the Airbnb, afterwards we went for lunch with Jos and Ria. They are the people that live on the houseboat. You have probably seen the houseboat in previous videos I filmed in the Netherlands. And we totally forgot to take a picture because by this time the jet lag really was catching up with me and I didn't sleep very good. So I was really happy to see them, but it was really, it was just, I felt very dissociated and I just didn't get a good sleep. At this point, I was desperate to get a good sleep, despite the fact that I took a nap at the Airbnb. But yeah, after lunch, we went back to the Airbnb. And then in the evening, we took a train to go and see my aunt in Castricum, which is about a 25-minute train ride, I would say, from Haarlem. And then her boyfriend picked us up by car, and it was really amazing to see them again as well. Mind you that this was our honeymoon, so I was telling everybody for the first time that we got married. Everybody was very excited to find out about that, of course. So yeah, we ate dinner, had some delicious barbecue, and then we took the train back home that evening. So on day 5, this was Saturday, this was the only day that we really had to ourselves in where we wouldn't see anybody. We decided to go to the Haarlem City Center. We walked there and we were shopping around in Haarlem. yeah, there's just a lot of different market stands, and we wanted to bring back some souvenirs. We ate some herring and kibbeling, of course, finally, which I wasn't able to film because, again, I only had a week. It was our honeymoon. We were telling everybody we were getting married, and I just wanted to eat the things I missed without having to think about making it quiet and making it relaxing. So, but I do have some footage of the Netherlands. Walking through the streets in Harlem. So let me show you the footage. I always think that says Van Buren, like Armin van Buren, because it's kind of that same font.
I was thinking the same thing when I saw cotton.
She used to be a hero. Polka dot. That's fun. Stitch. What's this old lady statue? Look at it. More than 200 different types of licorice in this store. Oh my god, it's an old Dutch candy store.
That's cool. Oh, your postcards and stuff.
Oh, it's a souvenir. It's a souvenir store. It's like a convenience store. Extraordinary.
Hey, board game.
Oh yeah, we know that. Got my new shoes. Look, this is stuff from Bali. It's a cat.
household items. It's a household store. Super old. Ja.
So then in the evening on that same day, on Saturday, we actually went to Brussels. And as many of you know, I was really excited to go to Brussels because that is our favorite restaurant in the Netherlands, or in the world rather. But unfortunately, Brussels changed chefs a few years back, and the food just wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be, because we were thinking of talking to someone there to do our 1 year wedding anniversary there next year on the upper floor, rent it out. But the food just lost its wow factor. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing, and also something we didn't really prepare for. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. Things like that happen. So yeah.
Super busy now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like empty when we got here.
Look behind you, you can see the church.
It's a print store, but not like printing, but like etch, like
Very cool.
so pretty.
Oh, look at that. Fancy little bar.
Oh yeah, double
Really fancy bar.
double Dutch language lessons. It's a funny name.
Handmade slow fashion. That's a thing, eh? Because of all this fast fashion, they're really like
Yeah,
trying to push for the slow fashion where it's like it lasts for so long.
it's still about quality. Yeah. Oh, there's a cute little bat flying. Cute. Harlem is so beautiful, you guys, especially at night. It's so peaceful. Look, more roses on the outside. Now we arrive on the next day, which was the sixth day, which was Sunday. On Sunday, we went to see my grandpa again. We Ubered to my grandpa this time because we returned the bikes the day before. And I saw my aunt and uncle there as well. So my uncle is the brother of my dad. And we went to go for lunch at a restaurant right by the lake, which is close to my grandpa because he has a hard time walking. And yeah, I had soup and what else? I had a panini. It was way too much, but I managed to finish it all. And it was really, really nice to see them again and to spend some time with them, you know, just some quality family time. So yeah, that was basically Sunday. Sunday evening, let me see, we were able to kind of relax a little bit, you know. Yeah, you know, it was just nice to finally kind of relax at the Airbnb that night. So the day after, on Monday, we checked out of the Airbnb and we took an Uber to go to Amsterdam. Initially, we wanted to take the train, but the weather wasn't that great, and I was like, I really do not want to take a 25-minute walk with the suitcases and then take the train and then having to take a streetcar. So we just kept it simple, and we took an Airbnb back to Amsterdam, or, well, yeah, back to Amsterdam, because that's also where the airport is. And yeah, we got to the hotel, and the night before I decided to read some reviews of the hotel. So I knew that it wasn't going to be great, but it definitely wasn't what we expected. And at this point, I was just very, very giggly because of all the reviews that I've read before. And they definitely matched what this was like. So let me show the footage of the Airbnb. Hey guys, so we just got to the hotel in Amsterdam that we're going to stay in for one night. And it didn't have the best reviews. You can see why. It has no elevator, and we had to walk up 4 stairs. And let me just put a wide angle on it, but this is the hotel room. tall people would be able to touch this wall to this wall. We're only staying here for one night, just so that we're in Amsterdam already and that we can fly back tomorrow. But this is our view from the window, by the way. So we got a nice old building across the street right there. And then right below us, that's where the street is. So we didn't pick this place because of good ratings, but we picked this place because of the location. There's two things that we want to do here, that we want to go to, and this is right in the middle. So no matter which way you walk, it is like a 13-minute walk to get to where we want to be. So over there you have the bathroom, and the room is also angled, so it's more narrow over there than it is over here. So let me show you the bathroom. This is kind of hilarious. So the bathroom is actually pretty big compared to the room.
There's 2 shower heads.
The sink.
Look at the picture of the cow.
Yeah, you have a...
Taking a massive piss.
You have a pissing cow in the back. And two shower heads. One over there, and one over there. So, yeah. So, that's it. That's the entire hotel room. So, guys, it's great if you, you know, want to stay somewhere close here, but I do not recommend this for space. So, yeah. Okay, bye. So that same night, the reason why we went to Amsterdam is because we have a friend that passed away last year. That was the reason why we would always go to Amsterdam. So, yeah, we went to the restaurant, the Nachtwacht, and I have some footage to show you of that as well. So here's the footage.
Hey guys, so we're in Amsterdam right now, and as some of you may know, there is a guy, S.G. Collins, that used to be a filmmaker, and he passed away last year. And that restaurant right there, the Nachtwacht, is the restaurant where I first met him. He was the first person I ever met through the ASMR community. So today, this is the last day of our Dutch trip, and we are in Amsterdam to go to the Nachtwacht to, in memory of him. That's the reason why we're gonna go and eat at that restaurant, because that is where we always used to go to, right there.
So after we were done at the Nachtwacht, the food was amazing. The food at the Nachtwacht hasn't changed at all. The Nachtwacht is definitely a restaurant I would recommend for you guys if you were to visit Amsterdam. We just walked around in the streets a little bit, and I think I have some footage of that as well, so let me show you.
It's the cheese chamber, or the cheese cellar. It's pretty crazy. Good old tulip market.
Okay.
Taking a video.
So then, yeah, the next day we packed up our bags and we took an Uber to the airport. Our flight was at, I think it was like 3 p.m. Dutch time. And then, so we arrived in the Netherlands at like 3 p.m., like 9 or 10 p.m. or something like that. But we went back in time 6 hours, so we got 6 hours back. And yeah, the flight was very smooth this time around. It was a day flight, so it was much easier on us. Yeah, then we got back home, and it was nice. It was a very nice trip. It took me about a day or so to kind of recover a little bit from the jet lag, even though it was much easier coming back. And yeah, it was a really good trip. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Next week I will be back with showing you my purses or showing you the recipes that I asked you about in my previous video. But yeah, I would like to thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other again next week. Bye, sweetie.